up, YouTube? I am your host, Mediocre Tutorials and Reviews, back in here with yet one more video. All right, guys. One of my favorite financial YouTubers on planet Earth, Graham Stephan. All right, he's got two channels. He's got the one that has over 2 million subscribers, and he's got the other one, the Graham Stephan Show, that has about 500,000 subscribers at the time of this recording, where he does a lot more different types of videos but have a financial focus. I'm divorcing my husband because I make more money than him. You guys already know I gotta get on this one. It involves money and relationships. We gotta get in there. We gotta get active. Shout out to Graham, by the way. Without further ado.
So welcome to the Graham Stephan Show. What's going on?
Hi, my name is Paige, and so my husband actually told me that he did not want to marry me because I didn't make enough money, and now I make more money than him. So I am trying to decide what to do and whether to break up with him.
Just real, what? What did y'all link to me? So what she said was that she's married, and I'm trying to figure out what I'm supposed to do. My husband told me that he didn't want to marry me because of the amount of money that I make. Now I make more money. Excuse me? Excuse me? Now you make more money, so you're trying to figure out what you're trying to do? Number one, he said that, but you're still married to him. So what happened between that time? Obviously, he proposed to you, and now y'all are married. So all of a sudden, now you're making more money. You want to flip the script? Let's keep moving. Let's keep moving.
Whoa! That was not a twist. First of all, I was not expecting this call, and I was not expecting that situation either.
Facts.
Wow. Okay.
Oh, really?
So let me roll up my sleeves. I don't know if I'm qualified. Let's give this a shot. I'll be honest with you. Okay. So give us give us the juicy details. How long have you guys? Well, I guess start from the beginning. How do you guys meet?
So actually, that's also kind of a weird story. I met his roommate on Bumble, and he brought my now husband to our date, and then I just kind of clicked with him more. So we ended up dating, and then we got married in 3 months after that.
Why would he? Wait. Let's assume we'll take it step by step. Why would he bring his roommate on a date?
That is a really great question that I still don't understand. Okay, so
All right. I am confused. I am befuddled. So they had a Bumble date, brought the with not her husband, with a friend, had a Bumble date, but ended up bringing her future husband. Why is the friend, the guy friend, and the future husband tag teaming on a date together to go meet a chick that one of them met on Bumble? What? And then married 3 months later? What reality are you guys living in? It's not the reality that I live in. Holy moly. Whoa. Whoa. Listen, here's the thing, too. We talk about the divorce rate on time to time. We talk about how it's like a 50% divorce rate if you consider, I think the first marriage on average in a lifetime is about a 40%. Second marriage is about 50%. And people who get up to third marriages is like 60 or 70% divorce rate. At that point, they're just going through marriages. But situations like this is included in those numbers. So you got to think, how many people are doing ish in order to get like this? Like, I wonder, of that 50% divorce rate, what is the time of dating before getting married? I want someone to break that down. Maybe we'll do that on a different video. Break that down. Like, if there's any statistics, numbers on how much people are investing to get to know each other before they sign their name on the dotted line for one of the most important decisions that they'll ever make in their life. It's like crazy, Whoa, let's just keep moving.
So they lived in a house together, and I think that they were reading books about how to meet women, and they decided okay, now it's time, let's do it. And I think he just kind of wanted a friend to help him along.
So stupid, but anyway, it worked out. It worked out for
Shout out to Graham.
the other guy, your now husband.
Yeah.
Okay. So then you ended up getting married 3 months after that?
Yeah, that's right. We got married 3 months after that. We did
Question her.
not tell his parents. They still don't know, actually. And yeah, we've just been married ever since. We had a really small wedding that we planned. It cost us like $300 at a hat shop.
So then, wait. So where did this come up about him not wanting to marry you? And
Just real quick. So, what it seems is that he was probably making decent money. We haven't learned how much that he's made yet. And they fell in lust. It wasn't love. They ended up getting married. The parents don't even know. Like, the families are not intertwined, right? So here is the question: why get married? Hopefully, she describes why she chose to do that.
now, what happened there?
Okay, so basically, yeah, so when I met him, I had a really, really small Etsy shop, and I was making about 20K per year. So, and he is a computer software engineer, so he was making 150K. He a long time ago had said he intends to marry someone that makes at least 85% of his salary, right? So that would be I don't know, 130K or something.
Mm-hmm.
I obviously didn't. I made 20K. So he was like, I'd like you to make 40K, whatever, at least. And so, yeah.
What is she laughing at?
Right after that point, my business really started to take off. And I now make 80K a month. So, yeah, I sell on Amazon FBA and stuff like that. I won't say exactly what I sell, but yeah, I do make a good amount of money. And so, yeah, it's kind of a concern at this point, I guess, especially because, he had that requirement when we first got married, and it just seems like a little bit unreasonable now.
Wait, okay.
What? Yo. So now she wants to get divorced because he had that requirement. By the way, shout outs to her. Lord knows what it is that she makes, but $80,000 a month. I wonder what the product is, though. I wonder if it's just something that's specific to people being home and Corona, right? Like, it's a short-term thing that she's creating with short-term value, or if it's something that she can sustain for a long period of time. But yeah, you do that for a year and a half, and you're good to go for the rest of your life as long as you invest correctly. But I find it odd that she's flipping now that she's in this financial position. She's now flipping the script on him and saying, I want to get divorced. I wonder how long that they've been together. She hasn't gone over the time yet, but I gotta think, as the dude, number one, you are eating your words right now. That's the first thing. Second thing is, hold on. At the end of the day, the marriage laws work for you as well. What is it? 5 years? You got to make it past that 5-year mark, and then you get half of her 80K at that point. I'm just joking. All right. You did nothing to deserve that. Okay. You did nothing. All right. Let's move on.
Okay, so let's back up. So he had this requirement, but he went forward marrying you anyway, and you were okay with that? I don't get that.
He would like to say that he makes 170K, not 150K. But anyway.
So he's there?
He just wrote that on a piece of paper to tell you.
Okay.
Oh, they're weird.
I think his reasoning was basically he was like, okay, you can pump your numbers up. He actually, so when I made 3,000K per month.
Yo, real quick, Graham is disgusted. Graham is like, why? Is this a troll? That's probably what he's thinking. Is she trolling me? Is she trolling me? All right, let's keep going.
Me a cake that said congratulations, you made. It had my exactly how much I made, 3,476 on the cake, saying how much I made. He did. I mean, yeah, he wanted me to make more.
How is your relationship otherwise? I know he's in the room with you, so we're not gonna get as honest of a take because he's listening to that. I'm sure he's gonna hear the call. How is your relationship otherwise, and why would you think of ending a relationship? Or what were you hoping from this?
So the main thing is just we're married, right? So it's not a normal relationship because he would get, half of my business, half of what I make, and potentially could like, ask me to sell my business to split that money up, right?
Yeah.
So that's like one of the main things that I'm worried about.
How long have you been married for?
1 year and 1 month.
Talk to an attorney. If you are thinking of ending a relationship,
What?
talk to an attorney. You would need to buy. I don't believe a year is long. You would probably owe him something, but if you're making that amount 1 year and he's making a decent amount as it is, I think any lawyer can argue that his lifestyle is not going to change substantially.
That's a clear fact. Okay, she didn't research anything before she called Graham. I mean, just get like a disillusionment if you're thinking about doing this. She hasn't said exactly why, which is probably also why he's asking, how's the relationship? Because it seems that they're on these terms and they have gotten married, but like she hasn't talked about, right, like the reason that she's staying outside of the money differences, right? So I guess that's why Graham was asking that. But like, this is just, I am so confused. This doesn't make sense.
And he could afford that lifestyle on his own. So I would talk to an attorney about that. But where's the problem in the relationship? It sounds like it's much deeper than just, it sounds like there's a lot of deep-seated issues that just were overlooked in the beginning of a relationship. Because both of you wanted to rush into this.
Okay, like, here's another thing. Like, I dropped out of college to start my business, right? I didn't have a college degree. He did. He was like, okay, I have a college degree. You don't, obviously. Just a lot of, like, sort of, like, I guess, like, he would bring it up. I feel like he would bring up the fact that he made a lot more money than me all the time for some reason when it wasn't strictly, like, necessary.
But here's the thing. But you knew this going in.
Yeah.
He told you who he was. He was showing you who he was as a person, and you decided, this is a person I want to marry. It was very telling. So I don't see this as being like a shock. I don't see this as being a surprise.
She has to take a large dose of the A word here. Accountability. You signed up for something, and you should get out of it sooner rather than later. Because if you don't, he's going to have a lot more power over your assets, your business, and what you have created than you would like. It doesn't sound like you guys are in this or have rushed into something. I don't know what his motivations are. I have it doesn't make sense to me. For you, I can see motivations strictly from a financial perspective, but from him, I don't get it. I mean, it sounds like he bullies you. I mean, it sounds like it doesn't make sense. But you know, there's 3 sides to every story. It says 3 sides to every story. Is he gonna come on the line? Hold on. I gotta see just a little bit more. Hold on.
This is he was very upfront with what he wanted. I don't agree with it, but it's like
right,
none of this came to out of the woodwork later. It's like he was showing who he was as a person, and after 3 months decided to get married. At this point, if you want out because you were making more money now the dynamic has changed and there's other issues in the relationship, then I mean, at this point I would do maybe 2 things. One is maybe seek marriage counseling. And again, I'm not a relationship expert at all. So I'm like maybe the last person you'd want advice from when it comes to this. I don't know. Talk to a relationship counselor, both just separately, and then again together. If you decide after that this is not worth pursuing further, you're only a year into it. I don't know if a year is long enough where any judge is going to be like, now you owe him half the bit. Maybe. I don't know. It is concerning to me that he's not willing to do a post-nuptial agreement. He doesn't have to do it. Part of entering into he took the risk too of entering into a marriage without a prenup, that if you do nothing and you quit your job and you decide to stay at home all day, if you decide later to pursue a divorce, this cards would be.
The guy had absolutely no idea that she was going to be as successful as what she is. He sounds like, I'll keep it funky with you. He sounds like he enjoys the position of power, but now that she has a financial position over him, she sounds like she's teasing that she's thinking about getting a divorce, but she's not serious. That's what it sounds like to me. There's no way in that he's going to do a post-nuptial agreement. He's already married, and And if he holds on for a little bit longer, he'll have some of that money. I mean, he's gonna have enough money where he don't even have to work his IT job anymore. You see what I'm saying? So I doubt that he would agree to that, but I think it's clear that he had no idea that she was gonna become that successful.
Be, stacked against him on that one. So he took a risk on that. Happened to turn out that you ended up making way more money. Congratulations on that. My recommendation, if you do decide to pursue a divorce, is to work it out amongst yourselves. Just it seems like in those situations, the lawyers are the ones that end up coming out ahead. Ideally, be amicable about it and figure out a solution where both of you can walk away.
What did you learn out of this situation, right? Like what were the takeaways? I would love to be able to ask him that, because I think like you went through this situation, things had changed, your success levels have changed, right? Like before you even go to marriage counseling, you're going to the Graham Stephan show, right? Like you're thinking about getting divorced because of something that he held over your head, and now that you have a little bit more power, you both sound like children. You both sound like children, absolute babies, right? Who right, like, and now that you have this power, now you're wielding it like a drunk baby. What? And you're putting his ish out on Jump Street. You signed up for it. So take accountability, take responsibility for it, and figure it out. Listen, that's been my video. I'm not gonna go any much longer. He has about 7 more minutes left in this video. I'm gonna leave a link down in the description box down below to go follow Graham Stephan, again, my favorite financial YouTuber on the platform. Absolutely. All right, guys, what do you guys think about the reaction? What do you guys think about her story? Leave it down in the comment box down below. I want to hear from each and every one of you. You understand me? Until next time, YouTube. Peace.
A few inches later.
I lied. I went farther in the video, and the boyfriend came on. Let's resume.
Oh, what's up, man?
Hey, what a unique phone call. I was not expecting any of this. What's your take on it? Because there's two sides to every story, and I know I hear her side of the story. I bet yours is a little bit different.
Yeah. I mean, I think she left out some details, but I think it's pretty close to similar. And I wasn't really listening to what was going on, honestly. So, but yeah, I mean, we got married in 3 months, but like we both knew it was like a super dumb thing to do, right? We kind of just, because it was so dumb.
You're a smart guy, man. You're a smart guy. You're an engineer. You're making a lot of money. What was so two things? I want to know two things. One, why did you have this requirement that she had to make 85% of what you make? And why did you decide to get into a marriage after 3 months?
Yeah, those are, okay, good questions. So the 85% thing, that's just what, I said it before as like a joke to my family.
No.
And like, I said that like on the first date or so, you know? So once we were actually considering getting married, I didn't, like, it wasn't an 85% thing to me. I knew I liked Sage, so I was like, okay, $40,000 is like a good baseline. And the only reason I said it was because, like, it just felt like something like a responsible adult, you know? So I don't want to feel like I had to work to support someone else at that point, you know? I just want to make sure that, you know, if all things went downhill, you know, like I'm dating a self-sufficient person that is capable of, you know, living life, you know, by themselves, you know? You know, it's like an independence type of thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
See, now we get more perspective on this.
Yeah.
Okay, I understand that. Then why 3 months? Why you decided to...
Yeah, let me comment on that real quick. I understand his point. I think that it makes a lot of sense. The 85%, I understand his point. He said he was joking regarding that, but he was just saying making sure that the person can support themselves if shit went downhill, and from an independence perspective, that they got their own ish, you know, which is a large degree of my argument of things that I find important as well, that they got their own ish and not always all up under my ish. But that's my personal thing. You know, I like to do my own thing. Let's move on. I got to hear the 3 months thing, and we're going to get out of here.
After 3 months, like this is the right choice. And why no prenup, especially after 3 months? Especially the income disparity between the two.
The 3 months, it just was like, I don't know, it was just like I had so much fun, and I know I really like Sage, and even though she didn't make what I wanted, it was like, well, it's not the biggest thing. I actually, when we got married, I was like, well, I'll just make double, you know, and then it won't even change a thing. But yeah, it wasn't like a well thought out decision. It was just like a fun thing to do. we got married in a hat shop, you know, and we didn't invite any family members. We literally went across the street to a bar and invited like random people off the street just because it was like something to do, you know? So I don't know. It was honestly just, I thought it'd be fun.
He
No
hit the
prenup
lotto.
was just like, yeah, I mean, I knew at the time that it's a dumb decision and people were telling me not to do it. But the thing is, I mean, even though it's 3 months, you know, I like Sage. I thought, you know, like it could last a long time. And, you know, if it doesn't work out, you know, I'm just going with it. You know, that's just the way it works, you
What a
know?
moron.
So then she said that if she wants out of the relationship, that you didn't agree to a postnup where what's hers is hers. So you feel like her success is in part to you motivating her and pushing her? And that you would deserve some of that, some credit of that? I'm just curious.
I think maybe I have like maybe a very small effect on that for motivating, but I don't really think I'm entitled to anything. It's not, I mean, the post-up, I don't even care about it. You know, I don't really plan on taking anything. And I honestly don't think Sage would take anything from me.
Yeah.
It's more just like the principle of the matter that I went into it without a prenup and, you know, I took that risk. And it seems wrong to me that she shouldn't have to take that risk because, you know, it's like this. As soon as she makes one situation's reverse, she wants to do something different. But, you know, I feel like on principle, it should be the same, you know?
Okay, so we're talking principle here. So that means just based on principle.
Oh my God. I don't know what Graham is about to say. I can't do any more of this video. I don't, these people don't live life anywhere the way that I live life, any way that any of y'all live life. This is ridiculous to me. Again, I think that this is babies making baby-like decisions. The thought of that he went into the situation without a prenuptial agreement and taking on the risk of someone else that didn't meet his minimum requirements of, you know, $40,000 per year. But now that they're here and now she wants to get a divorce because now she's in this financially powerful position, it doesn't seem fair to me that you can do that or get a divorce and call it irreconcilable differences because of now of your financial place and situation when he was the breadwinner, he was planning on making more money, and then he chose not to get a prenup. But then you still decided to get it 3 months in. There's just stupid on here, and I can't do this anymore. Shout out to Graham for making it through this conversation. I can't go through it no more. This has been your video, and now I'm really signing off. Until next time, YouTube. Peace!